Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. I know, there's lots of things to talk about. Lots of things. First, what's up? How are you guys? Merry Christmas! You know, I didn't get any presents for Christmas, did I? No, I don't think I did. But I didn't get any presents for Christmas, but I did get money. Oh, and I won the lottery. 500 euros. It's pretty cool. It's very nice. So yeah, lots of things to talk about. First of all, you will notice that my makeup is different. Well, not different, but that I've done my makeup. But this is different from what I usually do, because I was like, I wanna do another different makeup, and so yeah. And also, you may have noticed that my recording place is different. Well, I am right now on the place where you like the place. I'm on my bed. I'm on my bed, and that is why I'm going to shift around a lot, because it gets uncomfortable. But yeah, I'm not using a webcam anymore. I used to wear a webcam before, but now I'm just using my laptop to record, because I noticed that it gave a fisheye lens, and everything was fish-eyed, and that's why I always look so weird. I look weird today because this makeup is I feel like a drag queen. So weird. Or like an alien. No, or like a ghost, like Sadako. I don't know if I did this. No, there's still light. But yeah. Also I have a runny nose. But yeah, so that's over, and yeah, there's an overlay now. You can see here cool things here, because I don't know, I wanted to make my videos cuter, because as I said last video, I'm trying to move forward, but I actually wanted to talk to you guys about something. I kind of lied last video, and I didn't lie because it was okay, I'm gonna lie. No, I lied because whoops, I lied because I didn't intend to lie, actually. But yeah, in that video I don't really remember what I said, because it's very messy in my brain. But I said that I was doing okay, and that I was gonna upload more videos, which was a lie, because I was not okay. I was not okay. The 15th of November, dude, I remember I went to my grandpa's house and went through his pills and stuff, and took 35 of what was the name? 35 35 depression pills. I don't remember. Sertraline, I think it's called. I took 35 of those, and I was going to take like 40 of sleeping pills. Like I was totally gonna die if I took that. But I like got super drugged, and I didn't end up taking the sleeping pills. Like I took the sertraline, but not the sleeping pills. And so yeah, but my father for some reason entered my room, and he caught me, and so he called the ambulance. I think, I don't know what happened, like I think I blacked out. And yeah, I ended up in the hospital, and I started hallucinating about, like, I started hallucinating that people from my elementary school came over to the hospital to wish me well, but I was hallucinating that my best friend from when I was a kid, I hallucinated that he was like, no, I can't see her, I can't face her, and that he was crying, and that there were people that were making a party. Like there were people from, I was hallucinating people from my high school, people who did bad things to me being there and being like preparing a party. And I hallucinated too, like that in the bed besides me in the hospital, that there were like sitting down like two girls that were mean to me, and the guy that I liked in like ninth grade, no, eighth grade, the guy that I liked in 8th grade, and he in 8th grade, like I wrote him a love letter, but he like read it in front of everyone, and so yeah, and so I was hallucinating that they were sitting beside me, and that they were like, come on, go give her a kiss, she's going to totally get happy and like it because she's obsessed with you. And I was hearing that, and I remember getting sad, and my uncle, who was accompanying me at the time there, oh, a mosquito, yeah, target eliminated, ew. So my uncle, I was in a wheelchair, I couldn't walk, and so my uncle, like, he told me, let's get out of here. But I remember it being like, no, wait, but my party. And I remember like with my wheelchair trying to escape to go to where the party was, and to the point that like some nurses had to come get me and explain to me like, no, this is a hospital, there's no party here. And I remember like crying a lot, like, what do you mean there's no party? They came here to apologize to me, they came here to apologize. And so yeah, I cried a lot. Then I don't remember what happened. I went home. No. I spent the night in the hospital alone. Okay, dude, this story is like super it happened, okay? I'm not lying to you guys. So I was super high because of the pills, as I've already told you guys, and like and so they put me my bed in a different area, and they put me my bed, and there was like a curtain, and there was in front of the curtain another bed. So I was, the nurses told me good night, and I was like, night. And so I tried to sleep until I heard something. I heard this noise. And so I was like, what's this? So I got up, and it was, I can't see from afar because I can see I need glasses, but I didn't have my glasses. So I I I looked and it was like curly hair. I was it was curly hair and it was like someone doing that looking to my bed, and I was like, so I got up as I could because I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk because of the meds I took. I couldn't. So I just like, walked like, like a cat does, or like a dog, like on all fours. And so I went there, but as soon as I approached the curtain, that thing, like, it went up. And I was like, And I turned the curtain, I moved it up, and there was the person that was in front of me. And I was like, oh, sorry. But it was weird. Like, the whole room, there were flames in the room, and there were like, that person was very weird. She was an elderly woman, and she had like lots of walkie-talkies, like taped to the wall, and the whole room, it was weird. It had like weird things that I really can't explain. So I was like, sorry, what are you in here for? And I don't know, we talked, but she wouldn't talk. I talked, but she would just nod and stuff. And so then she did this thing of like, after a while of like, because when I went back to my bed, I would hear again and I went over there, and after like 4 times of that happening, I understood that the woman wanted me to be there with her. So I went to her and I asked her, do you want me to be with you? She was like, and I was like, okay. But then the walkie-talkies that like were taped to the wall were like, are you seriously gonna let this stupid bitch be here? And another walkie-talkie being like, don't be mean, she's cute, see? And things like that. Like, there were people on the talking through the walkie-talkies, and like the woman, whenever one of the guys, because they were all pretty mean, but the meanest one was one guy, the one that said that, and whenever he talked, she would be like, oh, like visibly hurt but what he said. And so I don't know, I would talk with her, she would like nod or say no, and but then at some point I was like, well, I'm gonna let you go to sleep, okay? And I crawled back to my bed, and I started seeing around my bed like black tentacles. They looked like tentacles, but they also looked like smoke. It was like black smoke, but tentacles, and it was like, holy shit. And so I thought, okay, I'm just hallucinating, like, but I don't know, I heard again that noise, and I went to that woman and I saw like the whole room filled with the tentacles, and I was like, what's that? And the tentacles like came towards me and like caressed my hair and like, yeah. And so she caressed my hair, and it was like, oh my god, that is so cool, like, you do cool stuff. And she was happy. The walkie-talkies, the guy in the walkie-talkies was calling me a retard. But yeah, so it was like, this is so cool. how can this be? What can you do with this? And she like took my hand and like put it up, and she like with that she like made me fly. It was crazy. She made me fly. It was insane, and she made my bed fly. I know I sound crazy saying this. I know I sound crazy. I'm aware. Mm, but I don't know, it was very weird. And so I asked her what else she could do. And she told me, okay, 16 minutes. And she told me that she could, well, not she didn't tell me, she showed me, like, with her tentacles, she told me, like, she spoke to me, but she didn't move her mouth. Like, what she said, it was like it would get into my brain, you know? Like it was telepathy. And so like she told me to close my my eyes and open my mouth. And I opened my mouth and I felt like a weird feeling. It was weird. And she told me to also put my hand so I could see what she gave me. And I looked into my hand and there was like pink candy. It was like crystal, and it was pink, and it was like it sparkled a lot. It was very pretty. I've never seen anything like that before. It was very pretty. And so I took it and I continued asking, like, I don't remember this very much, but I continued asking her about how was she able to do this, like, where did she learn to do this? I want to do that. And so she told me that she can give some to me if I give something back to her. And I'm like, what do you mean? She was like, you know, I can give you some of my power if you give me back something I want from you. And I was like, okay. And so she told me that she wanted a kiss, and that she wanted me to caress her, because she told me that she never in her life had been treated well or caressed or loved. So she was gonna die soon, and she wanted to experience some love before she died. I'm gonna try not to cry, okay? Because and so I gave her the kiss and I caressed her face, and she told me thank you. She told me that she had never, well, no, I'm not gonna cry. So I'm not gonna cry because I don't want to ruin my makeup. No, I just don't want to get a runny nose. And so she told me to open my eyes, and even if I felt any kind of like pain, to like open my eyes and not close them. So I opened my eyes, and the black thing, it like got slowly into my eye, and I remember seeing things that I've never seen before. Things like, I don't know how to put it into words. It was like thunder. I saw like thunder when it was, I can't even explain it. And the whole night went on, and we continued talking and stuff, and eventually day happened, and I had to go because I was being discharged. And before going, I told her, well, no, I forgot. In the middle of the night, after she did that to my eye and stuff, she told me that she can transfer her gift to other people, and she told me that she could transfer it to me, but that it wouldn't be a good idea because I am not for that. I am not built for that. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she told me that I don't have the soul to do that. I don't know, it's something like she told me. It's kind of embarrassing to say, and I know that lots of people in the comments are gonna be, you're not special. I know I'm not special, but she told me that that I had a very pure soul, and that it could really harm me and stuff. And I was like, okay. And so, but eventually she did let me try it, and so she made me open my mouth, and like, it was like smoking. She told me to inhale, and I inhaled the black thing, but suddenly after doing that, I started seeing lots of black stuff and a shadow, all like, it was very weird, and I felt like a presence like all of the time with me, and I heard like that woman telling me to give it back right now, because it was not a good idea. Give it back. And so I gave it back somehow. I don't remember. And yeah, I don't remember much more. Oh, well, no, I remember that she told me that she can do anything, and I was like, yeah, I know, you showed me. So I asked her if she could kill me, and she was like, no, I'm not gonna kill you. I like you. She told me she loves me, and that she was not going to kill me. But I was like, please kill me in like 20 minutes. And I told her the story of my life and why I was in the hospital, and that, yeah. And she told me okay. But then she told me, like, I started actually feeling dizzy, and she told me that no, she was going to revert it because she couldn't. 23 minutes of me. What? Well, then the next day, I went home. I told her that I loved her before going home. And then that night, I tried to kill myself again. But people that follow me, you know who you are. They called the police on me, and the police came, and I talked with them, and they talked me into going to the asylum. So I went by my own accounts to the asylum, and so I slept in the hospital. And then the next day I went to the asylum. It was very good. My experience in the asylum, I was there for a week, was very good, and I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to. For the first time in years, sorry, I got a message. For the first time in years, I don't want to kill myself. I don't have the plans on killing myself. I am going to go to beauty school. I'm gonna go to beauty school like next year, this year that enters. I'm very scared of going to school again because I don't want don't want to have a friend group again. It's so scary. It's so scary. I know that some of you people from my old friend group are here. I know you are. And please stop watching my stuff. It's not because I'm embarrassed. Like, I don't give a fuck if I would be. Whoops. If I was embarrassed, I would not upload any videos, but I say it for you guys because I don't want anything to do with you guys anymore. I'm trying to rebuild my life, and I think that being in contact with you guys would hurt me a lot. And so yeah, I'm gonna move on from lots of stuff. And yeah, I think you guys should move on too. But yeah, that's out of the way. I'm not trying to make any fight. Like, I'm not trying to make any fights. Also, the thing with CJ, I love him. I seriously love him. But you know, there's people want different things in life. Some people want to spend their whole lives with one person, and some people just wanna be young and wanna meet more people and think that whatever. I'm tired of waiting on you. I'm really tired. I love you, but you need to man up. He's probably not gonna see this, but he needs to gain confidence. And I do too. And I tried. I really tried to, show him that we both could build our confidence together, but I'm not gonna talk about him. I'm not talking bad about him. It's not my intention. I love him, and I really wished he manned up and be like, no, I love you. Be my girlfriend. You're gonna be not be my girlfriend. You're gonna be my girlfriend. And I would be like, CJ senpai. This is very sudden, but I love you, and I will go out with you. But I think that I have to play the game. The stupid game of making him jealous. That's what I'm gonna have to do. And it's gonna be really yucky because I hate that shit. I hate that with all of my soul. I hate it so much. Like, but yeah, half an hour. But dude, Merry Christmas and have a happy jolly new year, man. Like, I'm saying this because I'm not gonna do a video for New Year's. Like, I'm gonna go out partying with my only friend in real life, besties, or maybe I'm gonna go alone if she can't, but I wish I could go with her. But yeah, I hope you guys like this new format of video, and I hope you guys like my makeup today. I don't think this kind of makeup suits me. I don't see myself because I look like a crack whore. But whatever. have a happy jolly Christmas and a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone.